Now, this is what I want to share with you guys. I think this is very cool. If we can get this down, if we can get this habit built of asking ourselves this focusing question, alright? What's the one thing that I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? If we can bring this habit of asking this question to every area of our life where we want to see growth, where we want to see progress, then a lot of things are going to change, because it can help us see the big picture and help us find the steps, starting from the smallest step necessary to getting to that bigger picture. Okay, it's going to help cut out, get away from what's necessary, what's unnecessary, and move towards completing the one necessary thing. Now let's look at it like this. There's a quote by Arnold H. Glasso. He says, "Success is simple. Do what's right the right way at the right time." Sounds pretty easy, eh? So now I was talking about using this in every area of your life, and we all want health, wealth, love, and happiness, right? Fulfillment. I'm going to throw spiritual in there. That's one for me. Let me go through the circle of them. So, spiritual life, physical health, personal life, relationships, my job, my business, and my finances. So, when I bring this question in, right, look at this. Here's the question. Okay, there's the one focusing question. And here is all the areas of my life that I want to grow in. This, if I had these maxed out, right, if I had every one of these up, I would be living the great life. Okay, I would consider that a great life, because I had done the exact steps necessary to building each one of those up. I wasn't just too much in my physical health and then I let my relationships slip. Right? I wasn't too much in my business that I let my personal life go. Okay, so everyone. And this book talks about the one thing that we can do that by doing it will make everything else easier. So if I'm in my physical, I'm worried about physical health. All right, I want to grow physically, my physical health. What's the one thing? Now I want you guys literally write this down, ask yourself, what's the one thing that you could do for your physical health that would make everything else easier or necessary? Think about that. I'm going to think about these two. I'm going to answer for myself. You can write these down. You can just do this exercise with me right now. So we're starting with physical health. See, I've been doing physical health for a while now, but my mindset is sort of on becoming overall just healthy. Okay, I think I've let areas go when it comes to maybe eating in the past, when it comes to too much focus on bodybuilding, and in doing so, I believe I have these holding patterns. Some parts of me are very tight. What's up, dude? Hey, I'm making a video. Don't mind me, alright?
Alright, sorry, I'm gonna make noise.
No, that's fine. So, from following that bodybuilding routine, a way of lifting, I have these holds. Some of my muscles are tight. I probably have scar tissue, little tweaks in my back, so I've messed that up. So I started stretching. I changed my diet. I don't want to put any junk, even though like I'm following this ketosis diet, right? And I can eat high fat. Well, I want to eat good fats. I want to get my fats from coconut oil. I want to get my fats from the grass-fed butter. I don't want to eat fattening hot dogs, fattening What's up, dude?
Yo.
Hey, I'm making a video. You might. I mean, what do you gotta do?
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, go ahead. You're good. I'm just letting you know. This is the one thing that I could do to make these videos, not make them in the break room at work. So, let's conclude physical health. What's the one thing that I can do? Say you've never done physical health before. Okay, where would you start? We'll start with a push-up, right? If you want to build muscle, how do you start? You start with a push-up. Let's break it down even more. Because you want a nice body. Let's say you want a nice body. Where do you start? Well, for me, this is what I'm going to tell you my own advice. You guys do it how you want. I would start by learning. I would have to pick up Arnold Schwarzenegger's encyclopedia of bodybuilding. Because right there, I mean, you open up the first page and boom, you're hit with the best bodybuilding advice of all time from the man himself, Arnold. Okay, there's no one better to learn from. Now, because when you want a nice body, you got to know a couple things. You have to have a base knowledge of what it takes. So I would start there. And you learn about simple, basic nutrition, protein, what it takes to build muscle, right? You don't build muscle in the gym. You build muscle by breaking it down in the gym and then feeding yourself, letting that muscle recover a little bit stronger, a little bit bigger, okay? And that's how you get strong. That's how you get strength. That's how you progress, grow when it comes to enhancing, building your physique. All right, enough of physique. Let's move on. Personal life. What's the one thing I can do in my personal life? Personal life. I'm going to say personal life. One thing. I think that I can, I don't know, this just comes to my head, but in this kind of health, go to sleep on time, right? Get 8 hours. That's the one thing that would make my personal life, that I'm torn between that and reading more. But I want to say that if I try to read more, I'm not going to sleep. And if I try to sleep, I'm not going to read more. I think I would go to sleep, okay? 8 hours of sleep every day. That plays very huge importance when it comes to all these. My key relationships. What's the one thing I can do that will make my key relationships, everything about them, easier or necessary? What would you guys do in your relationships? I think that I would try to give more, and yeah, I would just try to give more than take. Take. I just want to give more love, give more happiness, just make people's day in my relationship, my family. You know, instead of just like making them laugh, just doing stuff, picking them up, taking them out, give. I think that would benefit me. So, what's the one thing for my job? You know, I've been noticing, like, and this is back to health, but sleep. When I don't get enough sleep, I am so tired here. It's like halfway through the day I collapse, and then I rely on coffee, and I don't want to be drinking coffee all the time, right? I should use that for an enjoyment, not because I need to keep going. I need something to keep me going, right? Energy drinks, all that bullshit, no. So again, back to sleep. For my business, making videos. Me and my partner, we own a company, and he said, please start making videos, okay? And then it turned into a habit. You know, I've done it for, I think I'm coming up on 66 days pretty soon. Oh, 60 days. So yeah, now it's a habit. That's the one thing I'm doing for that. He said he wanted me to get better in front of a camera and to start recording. So that's what I did. That's my one thing for business. So I have to do these. I enjoy doing them. I have a lot to share, a lot of stuff that I learned I want to share. So for my finances, this has always been difficult for me. I think that I could track. Well, let's see. Maybe buy, like, specifically a notebook for finances and then write in it every day. Like, I make these videos every day. We'll write in that finance book every day. Everything I spend, track it. Because I'm not doing that. And you guys probably know it's so easy just to, like, swipe. That stuff adds up. You're like, whoa, where's all my money? So, tracking. And for my spiritual life, again, meditation, I think that's top priority for me. I'm trying to build a habit, guys. I'm using that selective discipline to build a habit of meditating every morning, 10 minutes. I have my girlfriend hold me to it. I asked her, listen, hold me accountable. I'm going to hold you accountable for something else, but hold me accountable to this. Ask me if I did it that way. You know, I feel that guilt. I feel that fuck, you know, she's going to ask me. I didn't do it. That's another trick, guys. If you want to get something done, if you want to build a habit, ask someone to hold you accountable to it. You're much more likely to do it when you feel shame from them asking you, hey, did you read a chapter today? Oh, no, I didn't, man. I didn't read a chapter. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, me and my buddy do this. He's like, dude, did you make a video today? In the very beginning, I was like, no, I didn't. You know, I'm more likely to do it if he holds me accountable. So, meditation, 10 minutes a day right now. I'm on like a week so far, and I'm already feeling, it's very subtle, but I can't even explain it, but I want to label it as calm. An overall sense of calm, and like, I go back to that 10 minutes in the morning throughout the day. I can remember how I felt in that 10 minutes, how I shut this thing off for a little while. When something arose, I put it to the side and I saw the falseness in it. I saw the reality, okay? And I'm able to go back to that 10 minutes throughout the day when I'm getting worked up, when I'm getting angry at people, when I'm getting overwhelmed and stressed. I'm able to go back to that 10 minutes. So that practice is very important to me, and I want to build that habit. So guys, go ahead and write these down. And this is a level of importance for me, okay? For my spiritual life, for my physical health, for my personal life, for my key relationships, for my job, for my business, and for my finances. And please add anything you want. These are from this book I'm pulling. These relate exactly to me. This is where I'm at in life, and I'm going the habit of any situation from the moment that I get up, so that I can begin to narrow down, right? Decide to cut away from what's necessary and what's unnecessary, to move forward what's necessary, get away from what's not, what's going to, because everything comes full circle. You see, like, I'm gonna want to get up here, but how am I explaining this right? Let me even draw this. Let me draw it. It'll be cool. Draw this on a napkin. Alright, so I believe this pattern is called the Fibonacci Sequence. You see it in like a shell. It's in all of life, right? Well, what I'm using is this same sequence to understand. Here we are, okay? Here we are right here. And here is our goal. Up here. Now, I have the option to multitask in life. to take on a number of things, to go about to trial and error, test and try and see what works, see what doesn't work. And that's going to lead me all the way around, right? All the way around until I get to here. Alright? So start, and then we go all the way around until we get to the end goal. Alright, we take the path. Now, what would be much easier than this? Okay? Wouldn't it be much easier if we had a ladder or some sort of path that is a straight shot up? Okay? So instead of going all the way around, just straight on up, man. And alright, so you climb that ladder right up to your goals. And how are we going to do this? By the one thing. By asking the question, what's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? So that I can eliminate taking so long and I can do exactly what needs to be done to get me there. And that's going to take figuring out. That's going to take some research and time. And it's going to take a lot of willpower to get up in the morning and ask myself this question: what's the one thing that I can do right now? So if spiritual is the most important on my list, well then get up, drink some water, man, and sit your ass down. Sit down and meditate, okay? If that's what you think is going to build you and make you feel more in tune with your body, more spiritual, that spiritual sense, then you have to sit down and meditate, okay? If you have next on the list your physical health, well then you need to get up, all right? And after you meditate, you need to get ready and go to the gym. The one thing, okay? There's no, okay, I need to, well, maybe go for a light jog, or, yeah, that's even fine, but like, I don't need to sit on the computer and do some research. No, I should have had done that the night before, or go anything else that's not for that purpose, okay? So the one thing, guys, that's what this talk has been about: developing that habit. Developing the habit of asking ourselves this question every day. When I have a decision, I want to ask. I hope you see the importance in this. I hope you see how it can focus you in. This focusing question can literally cut away and help it, like, move out the blinds. Here's where I want to be. Get rid of everything else. Diving in. Okay, I'm diving in. And I'm going to get there.